you, nothing else, only you, no one else.
Hey guys, so today I'm gonna show y'all how I do what's my curly hair routine, and how I fix this mess. It's like my 6th day hair. Disgusting, I know. But yeah, this is gonna be a voiceover, by the way. So let's get it. Voiceover in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so the first thing that I always do, take off anything that I probably have, because of course. And I was low-key struggling on here, I'm not finna lie, but once I take it off, I take this thing off. And the 3 things that I use is the argan oil of Morocco. This is bomb. This is, of course, a shampoo, and it's natural. Second thing I use is a Shea Moisture Curl Shine Conditioner, and it's bomb too. And the last thing I use is a Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner. This is bomb. This is the best thing. This is my baby. This is what defines my curl. Hey, so you're gonna need like 2 more things to make. Basically, it's 5. You're gonna need a water. You're gonna need water and a pick, and yeah, that's it. All right, so once I'm done, I take this off, of course, and I start my shower, and the water is always hot, and I know that's bad, but I'm sorry. And once the water, is at my right temperature, what I do is I go underwater basically, and I make sure my whole hair is completely wet before I start any process. And what I love to do is actually like go through my hair and feel it and make sure if there's no knots, but that's what I do. After I completely wet my hair, I go in with my shampoo and I basically put kind of a heavy amount on it. And what I do is I put it on top of my hair first. So I get it on top of it, and I scrub it in and I massage it in. I never use my nails. I never do, because that's bad. And I grab some more and I put it under my head, so in the back of my head. And it smells, by the way, it smells amazing. And so I just scrub, and I basically do that through the whole process. It takes me about, I guess, a minute. Okay, so after I do that, I grab my conditioner. After I rinse everything off, I grab my conditioner. I was kind of struggling because I wanted to show y'all that I was pouring some, and I couldn't find a way to show y'all, but I finally did. And so I pump in a lot. As you can tell, I need to buy some more. But I grab some, and I literally go to the first half of my head. I split it into 2, and I put the first half, and I make sure my whole hair is fully covered in that, because it's just amazing. And now I do the other side of my head. I grab some, and actually it ended up not having, I couldn't get no more pumps, so I had to take it off. But anyways, after I do that, I finish my second half, and yeah, that's basically what I do. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is going to detangle my hair. And what I do is I grab some conditioner, a little bit more, just a little, and I put also my hair in the water for 1 second, literally 1 second. And I start to detangle my hair, and I start from bottom to the top. So I feel throughout my whole hair, trying to detangle it. And I do not use no brushes. And I know I have like a brush below my shower head, but that's not mine, that's my little sister's. So anyways, so once I am done detangling my whole hair, I actually grab a little bit more, and I put it, and I do it one more time just to make sure that everything's detangled. And once I detangle, I rinse out the conditioner. I rinse it all out, and I'm under the water as of right now, and just trying to make sure that everything's good and everything's done. And actually, as you can tell, this side is way better than the other side, because one side is detangled and one side is smooth, and that's what I basically do to the other side. All right, so after I'm done with both sides and both sides are smooth, and just look at it, you could tell, I actually turn the water into cold because that prevents frizz, and it reduces frizz. And I love to do it at the end. It feels good and stuff. But anyway, so what I do is I grab some conditioner, and this is the last time I'm grabbing conditioner, I promise. And I put it throughout my whole hair, right? And I just make sure everything is coated. And this is what I like to do. I think this is the best method for me. So I change the water to cold, and I wait till it gets cold. And so right now I'm putting my whole hair under the cold water, and I wait, and I'm basically letting the conditioner like completely get out of my hair, and I scrunch it, and I just wait, and it feels so good, I promise you. And I'm just basically rinsing out the conditioner and making sure my whole hair is basically cold and free of conditioner. And now after that, I'll be right back once I'm done. Now, after I'm done with the rest of my shower, I make sure to take off all the water as much possible. I just squeeze and I scrunch, and that's basically what I do. And I just make sure, honestly, I try to take as much water as possible off. And once I'm done with that, and once everything is good, I grab my towel, whatever. And I also, FYI, do never grab your towel and dry your hair with that. I do not recommend you doing that. Not at all. So anyways, I'll be back. And right now I'm back. I'm changed and everything. So your hair should be looking something like this, and that's my whole hair. All right. So you would normally split your hair or in the side part, whatever you have. So I would grab my water, and I would also grab my leave-in conditioner, my baby. And what I do is I actually grab a shirt, and I scrunch my hair, and I dry it as much as possible. And even though I'm gonna put water in it again, I know, but trust me, this is what I do. And I don't know, I've been doing that for as long as possible. So I'm splitting my hair in half, because that's how I'm gonna part my hairstyle. That's how my hair is gonna be when it's dried. And I grab my leave-in conditioner. I grab a heavy amount. I think this is good enough, and I put it through all my half the side of my head. And I do that, and I do it on also the other side of my head, of course. And doing that right now. And then the rest, I put it on top of my head, and just making sure all my hair feels loved. And after that, I actually grab water. I grab my water bottle, and I spray. And the reason for doing that is because I don't want my hair to feel heavy or to have so much product. I want it to be manageable. And what I do now, this is the most important part of what I do. When I'm doing is I'm combing my hair, but I'm making sure my curls are also defined. So as I'm combing my hair, I'm making sure that my curls are defined, and the most important part is my front part. Like, I always try to take care of it the most, because that's what people are going to be looking at. And I just keep doing that throughout my hair, and I grab some more, like, as I'm doing that, I'm grabbing conditioner and I'm grabbing water, and I'm just repeating the whole process throughout my whole hair, making sure everything's the front. And the front, I scrunch it. I'm always having trouble with my front hair, as you could tell. I also sometimes I finger coil, but that's rarely. Like, as of right now, I'm very happy with how my hair looks. But the front part, it's just when you finger coil it, you can tell. And I don't like when you could be like, oh, you finger coil it. Like, yes, of course I did, but I try not to at all, because I really don't prefer that. So that's basically it, and this is how I really define my curly hair. And this process, girl, you could be in this process forever. Just make sure that your hair is really defined. And I pay attention to my ends as well, because my ends are frizzy as well, and I exactly do to the other side. And once I'm done with both sides, I'm ready for this air drying, which takes 4 hours. And clearly right now is where my hair is completely dry. First day, I spin around. I'll give you a little spin of how my whole hair looks. And basically this is how it looks. And it's really down, I know, and the front kind of looks a little weird, but that's because I haven't, done my stuff. So what I do is any curl that's clumped together, I like to separate it, and that's what I do. After I'm done with that, I grab my baby, which is my pick, and this gives me volume and it gives me what I need. So what I do is I pick and I go up, and that's what I do to give my hair volume. And I try to avoid the front, but I'm trying to get volume, but I do the middle. And what I do is kind of do like a side up. I don't know. You can see it in the video of what I'm doing. And the front, I was like, okay, look at that little curl right there that's messed up. But anyways, you see the difference from picking and no picking. So I'm telling you, this pick is gonna save your life. And basically, after that, I do that to both sides, and I'm literally done. And as of right now, massaging it. That's the last thing I do. I'm massaging it. I'm kind of like, picking at it with my own fingers, and I also see what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna put it in the side, if I'm gonna do it the other side. So I'm over here struggling, being a girl. So I hope you enjoyed. And this is how I accomplished my hair. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if y'all do, you know, give it a thumbs up, and then, yeah, subscribe. What else? Comment. Okay, anyways, but yep, that was it for this hair. I'll see you guys next time I post.